It's a very recent idea that a workforce motivation matters at all. Up until the 20th century, traditional convention was that you need money to survive, you need to work to get money, hence people should and only do work out of necessity. As we move into the modern era, our ideas of why people do what they do and what motivates them have developed and matured. Notable and heavily present among them are the theories of Maslow. Abraham Maslow was born in Brooklyn on the 1st of April, 1908, the seventh child of poor Russian Jewish immigrants who was classed as mentally unstable at a young age. Despite this, he went on to graduate from University of Wisconsin-Madison and went on to be one of the most famous psychologists ever. His theory has shaped modern understanding of motivation and influenced popular culture, being referenced in such work as Lord of the Flies and even Aladdin. His theories are based around a 5-level system of needs. At the bottom are physiological needs, then safety, love, belonging, esteem, and at the very top is self-actualization. The basis of this is that one doesn't care about higher needs until lower needs are fulfilled. Like you wouldn't care about finding a purpose in life when you haven't eaten in 2 weeks. Another major idea of this is that the lower 4 rows of the pyramid become more motivating the longer they go without being fulfilled. Think about this, as going 10 years without talking to someone is far more distressing than going 15 minutes without texting. This principle doesn't apply to the top level in his theories. In fact, people can go their entire lives without achieving self-actualization. It's notable that all levels can be achieved via a variety of routes that depend from person to person, but many find it possible to achieve all of them through work. Physiological needs can be achieved via payment in work, which allows people to buy shelter, food, and water, among other things. Safety in work is derived from the knowledge that one is secure in their place of employment and is currently not at risk of losing their job and can depend on that as a viable source of income. Belonging is often associated with the camaraderie of a working environment, especially in environments that encourage the cooperation of workers, such as schools or even the military. Esteem is usually reinforced by achievement in work. The acceptance and approval of your work and recognition by superiors can help you achieve this, or just knowing that you did a good job. Self-actualization is one that can be reached when one knows that they have achieved the greatest of their potential. There are a variety of addendums made recently by more modern psychologists. Notable changes are the idea that some, but not all people can achieve high levels without the lower bases. The idea of a starving artist comes to mind, a person who loves their art and is deeply passionate about it, but is also impoverished. They are very happy with their way in life often. Another addition on top of self-actualization has been made by more modern psychologists. This is known as transcendence, and is focused less on one's personal achievement and more on the knowledge that you have helped another person achieve something and made their way up on the hierarchy of needs. There is a strong resemblance in the theories of Maslow and Hertzberg. Frederick Hertzberg theorized that many things at the bottom of the hierarchy, such as food and safety, were necessary for us to not be dissatisfied, but higher needs such as friendship, confidence, and morality are what compel us to act. As I've been showing you here, those theories do overlap, but there is a slight difference that Maslow does believe that things like food and safety do motivate us on some level. On the other hand, Maslow's theory stands in direct opposition to that of Frederick Taylor, who was under the belief that all that motivated us was money, whereas Maslow's theory was based around the idea that we had a variety of factors and levels that motivate us to take certain actions based on what we are currently in possession of and what we could strive to achieve.